and that is, we just saw a video came out of Joe Johnson kind of going up against some guys at a YMCA, and he was, knocking down 3-pointers, dunking on them, driving the lane, posting up on these guys. And people start saying, like, hey, give this guy a 10-day contract or something like that. And the same thing happened when Isaiah Thomas dropped 80 points in a men's league game, and people were like, hey, this guy should be an all-star. And I'm like, dude, they're NBA players playing against YMCA 40-year-old dads. Like, they should be scoring 80 points. Like, what is all the hubbub?
Hey, now, look, I'm a 40-year-old dad, and I will lock down Isaiah Thomas.
You will not. You will run at the court one time, Combs, and be pulling a hamstring. Oh, give me my inhaler.
If I make it up the court one time, I'd be impressed. Yeah. Even if I do pull a hamstring.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, so unless you've played against professional basketball players, which I have, right, you don't really understand how good these guys are. I mean, they are gods, literal gods of whatever sport they're in, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, right? They are gods, and we're just peons. And so when you see a guy drop 80 points, he was actually probably taking it easy. I mean, Isaiah Thomas is a guy who's been out of the league for, 4 years or 3 years, something like that. That's the type of guy that's going to score 80. If you put, I don't care who you put in there. I don't even want to say John Morant. I'm saying put like a bench player in there. They're going to score 100.
Yeah. And that was, I see it all the time. People are always like, oh, that guy's terrible at this sport. That guy, well, no, he's really not. It's people that could never play the sport in their life talking about other people and how they're terrible. My favorite thing was, I forget who it was. It was one of the Angels players. He was a bench player, and he came off the bench, and there was a video of a guy heckling him. And he goes, you know what's funny? He says to the fan, he goes, I'm closer to Mike Trout than you are to me. So you just sit there and keep talking. And to me, that's like the best comeback, right? Because he is closer to being the best player in the game than you will ever be to even being a bench player on any team. So to me, that was the best comeback. I love watching some of the fan interactions with some of the players. Joey Votto had a great one. They said, Joey, I remember when you used to be good. And Joey came back. He said, I remember when you used to be thin. Just like stuff like that. It kills me. But no, it's when you get guys coming in. I saw a video of Vlad Guerrero the other day playing in a men's softball league, and everybody's oohing and on about the home run that he hit. And it's like, this guy hits bombs in major league stadiums. What did you think he was going to do on a 180-foot fence field in freaking Dominican Republic? Like, no kidding, he hit a bomb of a home run. He hits bombs in major league stadiums off of freaking pitchers who are throwing 90 miles an hour. You threw him a 12-inch ball at about 8 miles an hour, and you're surprised that he hit it so damn hard. Give me a break.
Yeah, so like I see people like this in the Louisville area that always come that like they're ex-college athletes that are playing against like the local YMCA guys, right? And yeah, they're scoring like 30, 40 points, right? But like when you brought up like who was it that scored the points? Was it Isaiah Thomas?
Points, yeah. Isaiah Thomas, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, he is supposed to do that, but at the same time, there is a reason why he's no longer in the league, right? Is because he is not at the top of his game. I believe Isaiah Thomas was out of the NBA because he tore his ACL or like he got hurt, right? I don't remember exactly what happened, but he tore his ACL
hip injury.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like that just shows you his worth ethic to get back, and at the same time, yeah, maybe he doesn't deserve a 10-day contract or an NBA contract, but at the same time, we talked about 2 weeks ago when the high school team scored 167 points to 2 or like whatever, right? It is your job to stop me. If you can't stop me, why are you here? And so yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Maybe the high school girls team should all be in the NBA. They scored 167 points.
Probably. I mean, shit, why not?
You see, Trent Mason's comment here on YouTube says Brian Scalabrine is a perfect example. There's a video of him 1v1 someone that got tweeted at him.
Yeah, these guys are just on a whole nother level. It's mind-boggling. The worst player imaginable is better than anyone you'll ever see in your life or play against in your life. It's, Shaquille O'Neal, I use as an example, big fat Shaquille O'Neal on the Celtics, like when he was actually at his worst. I would tell guys like, dude, he'd come down here and play point guard. He'd run everybody off the floor. Like that's how
Yeah.
amazing these guys are. You know?
So
Yeah,
NBA,
absolutely.
like NBA, yes, but just because you never really lose your shot, right? I mean, like your shot is always there. The fundamentals are like always there. It's just the first step quickness to the basket. It's the endurance, etc. Now, if we were talking about any other sport, baseball, football, soccer, right? Yeah, like once you are out of the league, you are on the same playing field as like me, more than likely. Let's just be honest.
Well, that's a great example because I've been watching this YouTube guy destroying